Welcome back, Integrative Health practitioners and our health and wellness-based community. Great to be chatting with you here today on the Integrative Health Coach Success Podcast. We are going to be going over on episode 124, the best social media method for gaining new clients. So this is one of my favorite things to be able to teach just from the business side of overall health coaching, whether it be, again, doesn't matter if it's personal trainers, massage therapists, nurses transitioning from like a hospital-based setting to running their own health-based practice, chiropractors, acupuncturists, estheticians, yoga instructors. We really help all sorts of those community members or those people inside of our IHP-based community. And again, this podcast is free for everyone because the goal is to basically a rising tide lifts all boats, right? So if we all get better collectively, the entire industry gets better. And I think that elevates all of us as well. So that's really what it's all about. But at the end of the day, it's providing more value. This is always my goal. Provide more value than you're compensated for. So the reason, like, I sleep really well at night because I feel, at least in my mind, that I'm providing more value than I'm compensated for. I try to give more than I get. And if I'm always doing that, maybe every once in a while you become frustrated, sure, but you're always feeling good about what you do. And if you do that, the law of reciprocity says, well, a little bit will return to you as well. Actually, the law of reciprocity says more will return to you than you give, but that isn't the goal. The goal is to give. And by doing that, you bring other people who are on the same wavelength as you, and they resonate with you, and they say, oh, I like what this person is teaching. It might take weeks, might take months for them to contact you, but that is what we're talking about here today. So you're going to be doing your best, providing massive value on social media, and because of that, you're going to get new clients. All right, so we have lots of podcasts which kind of share with you how to take those new clients to your profile, to your website, to a free consultation. So definitely check that out at ihp.coach/podcasts. All right. And today is 124. So if you want to go to ihp.coach/124, you will see today's show notes and the 3 big takeaways. All right. So let's get into it. So I have 7 different posts that you can do on social media. All right. Could be Facebook, could be Instagram, could be TikTok, could be whatever's popular in 5 years from now. Okay. So here's the thing. You'll start to understand it as we move through. So I'm actually just going to dive into it, and then you'll start to begin to see where things are going. All right. So back in the day, there were blogs, right? So when the internet first came about, people wrote articles just like as if it was a newspaper, right? Like literally you just saw articles upon articles, and that's essentially a blog post, right? And on social media, it may just be a post. Like literally it's one image and then below it is all of the content. So maybe it's like the sun shining in the sky. Okay. And then the post is on happiness and you write on happiness. Great. So that's the first methodology. You're writing an article or a post that is text-based. This is, by the way, least effective to most effective. So I just gave you the least effective way at getting clients. Write a long post, all right? Nothing wrong with it, by the way. You're sharing great content, okay? But you're going to understand why it's the least effective way in just a moment, all right? It could be great to gather a following, but not necessarily a client. There is a difference. All right, the second way is an image-based post that has value. So it might be an infographic. I do them a lot of times on my social media. You can see my social media. Just go to Instagram and just look up Stephen Cabral and you'll find it, Stephen with a PH. So you have to understand is that those image-based posts, they teach a lot, which is really helpful. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't use them. And again, they're going to build more followers and they do have value, but not necessarily going to drive more clients to you right away. All right. The third way is a swipe-based post. So now a swipe-based post, it's not just one image, but it's actually teaching. it's telling a bit of a story. So now you're moving from like a headline, meaning like the top 4 causes of gut imbalances. And then you move to the next one. You're like, oh, parasites. All right, a little bit about parasites. Oh, I didn't know that. The next one, H. pylori. H. pylori, I've never heard about that. Okay. The next one, candida overgrowth. All right. And the next one, bacterial overgrowth. Got it. And then the next slide is saying, hey, for more information on this, or if you're dealing with bloating, gas, distension, or food sensitivities, feel free to message me to look for the underlying root cause. Like anything like that. Hey, sign up for a free consultation, message me, like whatever it might be. Okay, so now you're teaching, connecting with someone, and then saying, hey, connect with me to chat for free. Like just something easy like that, okay? That's not the point of today's podcast. But then the next, number 4 is this. So we're right in the middle now. We're starting to do things that are going to add to a better chance of gaining new clients. The next one is an actual voice audio overlay on an image. So now it's an image of that vitamin D, right? But now you're actually talking about, hey, the top 5 sources of vitamin D in under 60 seconds. They are, and you just kind of go through those 5 sources. Easy, right? Easy. Not necessarily, you have to make it, but easy enough to do. But what does it do? Well, now the person moving through that sees the image, but they can also hear your voice. So hearing your voice does what? It makes it more real. That's a really important note because clients have to build up, or potential clients have to build up a sense of like, know, and trust. That means they have to get to like you. They're not going to work with you if they don't think they like you. They have to feel like they know you a bit. So you have to chat with them. And then trust means they've seen you enough and they feel like you're a upstanding person, right? That's it. That you won't be taking advantage of them. That you know what you're talking about. You're going to help them out. Audio, now they hear your voice for the very first time. They haven't heard you yet. They haven't seen you, right? So the next one is this. Number 5 is an image of you, not yet a talking video, but maybe it's a picture of you in the corner of that vitamin D infographic, right? So the vitamin D infographic's there, but now it's a little photo of you too there, and the same audio overlay. Or maybe it's just a photo of you like going on a hike or doing dry brushing, or it's a reel or something like that where they hear your voice overlaid. All right, so they see you and your voice is overlaid. That's much more powerful. The 6th out of the 7th way is a video of you. Now you're on video like I'm on video, and I'm talking with you. Again, if you're watching this at ihp.coach/124 or on our YouTube channel, you can see me speaking. So you see me speaking. So there's the audio, and you also see me, right? So audio and visual. Audio and visual are more than 10x powerful than reading content. And the reason is, and I'm not talking about for a following, I'm talking about to gain a client, because the client doesn't know you if all they see is print, right? If all they see is article after article, they don't know the person behind the article. But when you see me on a podcast and you hear me speaking, you get a sense of who I am and how I could help. That's it. That's the bottom line. Not everyone is going to resonate with you, and that's okay. You have to fully expect that. But the people who do, well, those are the ones who are going to reach out to contact you. And so at the end of your video, you might say, hey, and if this makes sense, or you'd like to learn how I might be able to help you, simply message me to say you're interested in setting up a free consultation. Like all you have to do is give them that little leeway. And again, you're not selling anything. You're still there to help. So that is the 6th most powerful way. And there's another one. There's one more way that's more powerful. A video of you speaking, right? So the same video like we're doing right now, but you demonstrating results. So now you're teaching something on video of how someone can then use, try out in their life, and get results. Maybe doing a detox, maybe making a smoothie, maybe making a healthy recipe, maybe how to run a lab. It could be you doing your own food sensitivity test. It could be you showing a success story and what they went through, like a case study. Any one of those things, that is the most powerful. And here's why. On this list, we went from an article or blog post or social media post to a just straight image and then content, a photo that's applicable, like an infographic or something with information about it, a swipe-based post, an audio overlay of one of those infographics or images, then audio, maybe with an infographic with a little photo of you. So now they get to see you for the first time. So there's a little connection. It's not you speaking, but it's the audio of you and then an image of you. That's more powerful because now they can see you and they can hear you. And then there's the video of you, right? So you just talking, just giving them great content on social media, a 60-second video in your stories or in one of your posts. That's it, right? You going through your day, you talking about whatever you want to talk about, giving a great healthy based tip. And then the next most powerful is you actually demonstrating something that they could do or that they can do if they choose to, and you walking them through how you do that in your practice. If you can begin to incorporate all 7 of these, but especially the video, you're going to attract many more clients that are going to be a great fit for you and your practice. There's just no doubt about it. Video with the speaking creates the most connection to another human. Because you're using more of your senses, right? They see you, they hear you, and they can also get a sense for who you are, for your energy, and that just doesn't come through a post alone. So hopefully you can start to integrate these with your social media. At least for right now, again, it's going to change. I highly recommend posting on Instagram, have that automatically post to Facebook. If once you start to get good at video or reels, post those on TikTok, no doubt about it. That's the fastest growing right now. Again, if you're listening to this 2 years from now, all the content that I just gave you still is exactly the same. It's never changed. Like in the history of the world, it never changes. In person or video is always going to be the most powerful to connect with another human being. Always, 100% of the time. The only thing better that I just gave you right there is actually seeing someone in person. That's the only thing better, right? So then the last part is that, again, social media platforms change. Big changes with Twitter. Twitter's going to allow more than 10 minutes of video soon. So you're going to be able to put up whatever you want there as well. So just keep in mind, these are applicable versus any social media-based platform. And I want you to use these to your advantage. I want you to use them because I want you to provide great content to your entire following, your entire community. And then as you start to do more audio and video, just get comfortable with it. Just practice 100 times before you put anything else out there. And that's going to then allow more people to be attracted to you. They're going to be attracted to your energy, your vibration, what you bring to them, your teaching, your caring, all of that. And they will contact you for that free consultation. So hopefully this was helpful today. Again, all the takeaways, all the show notes, all the details are at ihp.coach/124. If this was helpful, feel free to share it with a colleague, and we'll talk with you soon. Take care, everybody.